And it's time to begin Mega Man 4. Welcome to One Up Lunch Break with Jeremy Parish and
Bob Mackey.
And Mega Man, formerly known as Rock.
He's here too.
Yeah.
Is this the first game where they actually call him Rock? I noticed that in the intro.
Well, in the game, yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I guess this is kind of the game that established the Mega Man canon.
Okay.
Not like his ARM canon. I mean,
but
like the canon of the Bible, the story Bible.
Right.
It's the first game that has a real intro. That's nice. But I don't know. This is also kind of the first Mega Man that sort of lost me. I really love the first three. This one, not so much. I don't know. I feel like this is kind of the point at which Capcom started phoning it in and started focusing their attention more on the upcoming 16-bit generation. Because Mega Man X, which came shortly after this, was amazing.
It was. And there's a really harsh quote from you on Wikipedia about this game.
On me?
From you.
That's kind of awesome.
Here's where the series starts to go off the rails a bit.
Oh. Did
Says
I just
Jeremy
say
Parish.
off the rails a minute ago?
You might have.
If I'm using the same phraseology over and over again, that's a bad sign. So who should we start with today? All the bosses are kind of lame.
I think Dustman is one of the lamest bosses in history. He's basically just like
he's a vacuum cleaner that shoots backward.
It's like I can see the Mega Man creators looking around their office.
All right.
Like
so when Solid Snake needs to infiltrate Dr. Wily's lair, he climbs through Dustman.
That sounds painful. If you have questions or comments, please tweet in at Retronauts on Twitter.
Yeah. Oh, what was that large thing I just shot out? Oh my goodness. What's going on here? Something is different.
Can we assume? Oh my gosh.
Well, here's something that's the same. It's been a long time since I played this game, and I suck right from the start.
So what is that? The new feature you're about to mention here?
It's the game-breaking charge shot. Yes, that's right. Mega Man can now charge up his blaster to fire out super beams that make all the robot master weapons kind of useless.
And doesn't it kind of screw with the pacing of the game?
Because you spend a lot of time just waiting for. I could have used that.
Yeah.
The irony. I lost a life there. Yeah, I mean, you spend a lot of time just waiting for your shot to charge up.
Oh my God, those guys. And also, I notice, it does tend to screw with the music,
Yeah. There are only 4 sound channels on the NES, and sound effects are included in that as well as music. I don't even know what's going on here. I suck so bad. But I blame the game.
Yeah, that's pretty cruel. If you had Skullman's leaf shield.
He doesn't have a leaf shield.
Well, it's essentially the leaf shield.
He has a skull barrier.
Yeah.
And it's
we're on to you, Mega Man designers.
It's not a very good weapon. Because at least the leaf shield you can throw, but the skull barrier you cannot.
Oh. Well,
Time to die. That was a quote from Blade Runner, which is also about sentient robots. Let's see if I have a coil this time. I do. I can jump up and grab some health.
Were we on air when we mentioned that this is the first game where Mega Man is called Rock?
No, we weren't.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, we kind of were, but we didn't go into my hilarious joke about him being upgraded from Rock to Rockman.
Right.
Because he had a Robo Bar Mitzvah.
It's called a Bot Mitzvah.
Oh,
and it was in Futurama. That's what I'm getting it from.
Okay, that's right. It's been a while.
They don't believe in that Robo Jesus was their savior, but that he existed.
Well, at least they're open-minded.
Yeah.
This is really bad. What is wrong with me? Oh my God. When I got this game for Christmas, 1991, I beat it in like an afternoon.
Were your parents standing by like, what did we do?
Yeah, they were like, we just wasted $50 on a Christmas gift that he's never going to play again. That's not true, because I played it a few more times. It's just that, well, this is almost game over.
Did your parents realize you'd be one of Wikipedia's experts on the game when they bought it for you?
They didn't know that I was going to be enriching the world. Well, that was my sad playthrough of Dustman stage. Let's go to a level that I don't hate.
I'm kind of jealous because I'm the Wikipedia authority on much worse games, like Bart Simpson's Escape from Camp Deadly.
Someone's got to be.
I guess.
All right. Tell Twitter to give us
oh, yes,
guidance.
please, on Twitter.
Is anyone responding to us,
few.
or are we that shamefully embarrassed?
We have some questions, but if you guys have any more questions, please send them in to @Retronauts on Twitter, and I'll read some of the ones we have so far.
Are there any recommendations?
Any plans to tackle... Actually, no recommendations for boss fights. But John Sharp wants to know, did either of you guys ever try the real-life E-Tank energy drink?
Yes.
What does it taste like? Windex?
No, actually, it's very mild.
Okay.
It's, I'm just going to Ringman because he's the furthest possible point from Dustman, where we just were. It's actually very mild. It tastes like a slightly citric, citrusy water. It reminds me of Aquarius sports water, which is something they sell in Japan. It's like a really mild version of Gatorade that I used to really like until my wife told me that whenever I drink it, my breath smells terrible, so I stopped drinking it.
It's always nice when someone tells you that.
Especially the person that you're kissing a lot.
Oh, if we have time to do another level, we have a request for Pharaoh Man.
Pheromone Man?
If he's in the game, sure.
Okay, we'll do that. So there's actually a little bit of thematicness to this level. It's Ringman, and there was a tiny little Saturn flying at me. I don't know what the rainbow barrier things are for, though.
I love when in Ringman's intro animation, his little tiny ring just glimmers. He's like, yeah, that's all I have on me. This is my only feature.
I can't believe I just fell.
He might as well be Ring Pop Man.
Yeah, I got a ring.
Useful.
Maybe he's like, what? What the hell? What is wrong with me? Oh my god.
I know Mega Man music kind of went downhill after this point, but I like this song.
There are some decent tracks in this game, but on the whole, Mega Man 4 has much less interesting music than the rest of the series.
Yeah.
What is going on?
And
I don't understand what's happening to me.
Strangely
it's
enough,
like I've suddenly lost my ability to use a controller.
Maybe it's because you're being put on the spot. There's an audience of millions.
No, there's no excuses. Clearly I suck, and LOL, 1-up should never be allowed to exist.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
I
Let's read some tweets.
Would.
Toadman is the best to start with. Ringman is probably the hardest of the first 8 stages, says Scott Lowe, and I think we're seeing that in action.
I'm just going to fall all the way back to the bottom.
JC Sweets is telling us to Mega Man up.
I can't. I'm not allowed anymore. I thought maybe I would play better if I took my bandage off my damaged thumb, but no. I'm playing worse. Worse than ever. I really don't understand what's going on here. This is, of course, the day that we said, hey, let's promote this on IGN so we can get a bigger audience. So now IGN's audience is going to think that we're a bunch of mouth-breathing morons.
I can't wait to read the comments. It's going to be about that level. Logan Knox wants to know, is there a place for 3D Mega Man or should it stay 2D? Well, you're asking the right person, Logan, because Jeremy's a big Mega Man Legends fan.
Yeah.
As am I.
Clearly there's no place for Mega Man Legends 3, which is why Capcom killed it. So, no 3D Mega Man for you.
That was personal, though. That was not related to the game's quality.
That's true. That was just because they hate us, right?
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with business decisions.
They hate KG Inafune, really.
I don't really think that's what it was.
I stick to the conspiracy theories just because they're more interesting.
Yeah, okay. I wish I were playing this with an NES controller. Remember when people were berating us for not playing this on the NES?
Oh.
I'm agreeing with them.
Yeah.
I would be playing this much better with an NES controller.
Is there some sort of like third-party knockoff sort of thing you can hook up to your Wii remote?
I don't know, but this Wii remote is... I keep going in directions that I'm not pressing, and it's kind of making me crazy. So I'm just going to die. Actually, you know what we should do? Yeah, let's just reset this puppy.
Good.
This is just
You'll never
shameful.
gain Ringman's
if I
powers.
can't finish one level by the end of this, then I'm never doing this again, and you have to play from now on.
I
all the
can
rest
play
of the games.
Mega Man 5 tomorrow.
That's fine, because I don't like Mega Man 5 very much either.
I like Gravity Man. He's pretty cool.
Yeah, Mega Man has done some real peaks and troughs. It's had some great games and some not so great games.
Pharaoh Man? We have a request
Pharaoh Man.
for Pharaoh Man. So your wishes came true.
Okay, so next time in the future, I don't play 8-bit games on a 60-inch screen at 3 feet away.
That's how I choose to live my life. I'm enjoying it.
Maybe I would have gotten through the level more effectively if I'd used the Charge Buster. Whoops, nope, I guess not. Maybe
your hatred of the Charge Buster is what's holding you back.
Right.
JC Sweets wants to know, how do you feel about Mega Man World being canceled / postponed? I think it was just canceled outright.
Oh, Mega Man Universe?
Oh, Universe, gotcha.
It was terrible.
Yeah, you played it, didn't you?
Yeah, it was really bad. I tried to be kind of optimistic in my preview, but no, there was nothing good about that game, aside from the fact that it was based on Mega Man 2. But, I mean, it was basically Mega Man Powered Up 2 made by incompetent people who had no idea what they were doing.
It felt like a really half-assed approach to that same sort of idea.
It was really telling that the producer wouldn't tell me who was developing the game. Like, I asked, and she was like, we're not really talking about that right now. What did I just do? I just went to a secret screen,
So
I think. Either that or if I had fallen down in that hole, I would have died. But I don't think that's the case. It has been a while since I played this game.
I think you do need to take advantage of that charge shot. They're kind of forcing it on you because those guys, you can't take those guys out without charging up and shooting.
True.
You just don't have enough time.
Well, that just makes me compromise my morality. I don't know about that. This game is...
Someone edit Wikipedia because Jeremy's embracing the charge shot.
I'm not embracing it. I'm being forced to.
So yes, this is Pharaoh Man stage. What is his weapon? Like the Mummy's Curse?
He shoots the rock at you. It's the Scorpion King
Remember,
blaster.
if you go down in the caves and your robot canary dies, get out of there. Because you're in trouble.
If Beat dies?
Yes, that's right. But Beat's in Mega Man 5, correct? That's where he shows up first?
I guess so.
I think Eddie's in this game.
Aha. So can I go down this hole here? Am I going to die if I do?
No, you're good.
It's double passages.
Andrew C. wants to know, do you guys imagine Mega Man talking with his Captain N voice? I find that makes the games much more mega awesome.
Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking of Kid Icarus.
Did they get Selma Diamond from Night Court to voice Mega Man? That's what it sounds like. Look it up, kids. Selma Diamond. I don't like Mega Man's voice in the Captain N cartoon. Very bad. I never imagined Mega Man with a laryngectomy, but apparently the wizards behind that did.
A tracheotomy.
Yeah. Like, 2 of the characters in that show have, like, OCD traits to their speech. Like, I have to say mega and wash my hands after every sentence, or someone's going to die. I'm sorry, that's Icus.
This game is Dummicus.
I wanted there to be an episode where someone just said, Kid Icarus, just stop it. We understand.
What? Really? Really? Really?
And Adrian Sandova wants to know, is Jeremy sucking or is this level design awful? I'm leaning towards the latter because...
It's kind of a combination of both.
How's your thumb?
Not so great.
Okay.
I'm regretting the decision to ride bareback today. I took off the bandage and now I'm abrading a missing chunk of my thumb with every button press.
Logan Knox wants to know, what is your favorite Mega Man knockoff?
There was one that I just heard about yesterday called like Megachan or something like that. It's I haven't played it yet, but it looks really cool. But there's also Maru-chan, and then there's the Creon Conquest, and what else is there? There's a bunch. Mega Man actually kind of got ripped off a lot. What's yours, Bob?
I would have to say the Creon Conquest, even though there are better ones.
Creon Conquest makes this look like a masterpiece.
How about Totally Rad? Isn't that sort of Mega Man-y?
I guess.
Like, Totally Rad is Totally Rad.
It's not.
It has some pretty awesome graphical
effects. Don't lie to the
effects.
kids at home.
Parallax scrolling on your NES, it happens.
Who cares? Bad games can have parallax.
And it stars a Keanu Reeves knockoff.
Has this generation taught you nothing? High tech does not mean quality.
Yeah.
Things can be crappy and still impressive looking.
John Sharp wants to know, can you guys explain why sprites flicker like that in NES games?
Yes, because the NES can only draw so many sprites on a row.
Correct.
That's how visuals are rendered.
If you play Super Dodgeball, you'll realize that only half of the characters are displayed at any given time between frames because the NES is just a little weakling. Those bad guys look much larger than their Mega Man 2 versions.
They're not.
Same
just
sprites?
that we're playing on a 60-inch screen. Oh, great. Thanks. No. But the slowdown definitely helps. It makes the game so much better. Oh, hey, we made it to the midpoint. That's something. We can at least say we made it to the midpoint of a stage.
Isn't it correct that in Mega Man 9 and 10 you can turn flicker on?
Yes.
Okay.
It's an option.
That's awesome.
But I don't think slowdown is an option, which is nice. Because the slowdown is really causing me a lot of troubles. I just don't remember the NES being that bad, but I guess it was.
Please, everybody, tweet in your questions or comments to @Retronauts on Twitter, and we'll try to answer them.
Laughter.
Or your scorn. Or your pro tips.
Yeah.
Help.
We need some of those.
We're in a world without pro tips, and we need them back.
Avoid missing ball for high score.
Sam.
Oh, I like this screen. There's no one there.
IGN, Sam Claiborne says, Bucky O'Hare is the best Mega Man clone.
I like that Sam had to tweet that to us, even though he's standing right behind us, because we're wearing headphones and can't hear.
Little Samson, I'm going to go with Wampum, because it is...
oh, yeah, Wampum. No, actually, Little Samson is a way better game. It's actually a legitimately great game.
I think Retronauts taught me that Wampum is indeed a pun.
It is a pun. Wampum, like, what does wampum mean?
It's, I think it's like currency. It's like Native American currency.
Yeah, I think so.
Something like that.
All right, we're gonna see the whole game at this
Toad
point.
Man.
But no, Toad Man. That level sucks. Oh wait, they all do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. This is reminding me that I really don't like Mega Man 4 that much. And it's weird because, like I said yesterday, Mega Man 5 was also kind of meh, and then Mega Man 6 I thought was really good. Mega Man 7 and 8, not so great. Then Mega Man 9, awesome. Of course, they had like 20 years to get that one right.
I think Toad Man is the approved Mega Man 4 starting stage.
Yeah, that's where I usually
consensus.
start. It also has the really big hippos, and those are kind of awesome.
Yeah, those are cool.
I don't remember these penguin dudes, though.
Oh, Matthew J says, does Darkwing Duck count as a Mega Man clone? It does.
Yeah, I guess so.
I
Although that's from Capcom, so it's kind of cheating.
Let's see. Playthrough View agrees that Bucky O'Hare is one of the best NES games of all time. Did that start as a comic book from like the 70s? It looks like it did.
Bucky O'Hare, I don't know if it was a comic from the 70s, but it was... Actually, I think it was a comic in the 90s. I think it was created as a brand and a property, but it was written by Larry Hama, so that's cool. And drawn, I believe. The writer of G.I. Joe not only wrote, he also drew. In fact, he drew the best G.I. Joe issue, which was the silent issue where Snake Eyes climbed into the castle. Yes, I've stopped talking about Mega Man and started talking about G.I. Joe because I just don't really like this Mega Man that much. Damn you, Amoeba.
Yeah.
Really?
It feels like that black background is just kind of like a lazy choice in this level.
Well, they've got rain effects, man.
I guess, but not when you go underground. It feels like Mega Man 3 had better like little graphical flourishes here and there.
I agree. I mean, this is definitely not an A-team kind of game. Whereas Mega Man 2 and 3, I mean, that was those were passion projects. They were really trying to do something new and different. Here they were like, let's let you charge up your bullets and let's come up with some bosses that don't make any sense.
Because even Gemini Man, his stage has a black background, but there's interesting stuff happening all throughout it. Are you being pushed back by wind in this stage or the rain?
It's not pushing me back, but when you jump, it's
I see.
It's like that, sluggish.
No.
I mean, that was probably a bad way to demonstrate it, but at least I've shown it off.
Carly Winata has a point. She says, ever notice how bosses don't walk? They just jump all over the place.
Yep. Well, no, some bosses do walk. Don't they?
I feel like a few of them do. Like Snake Man, he walks and jumps.
Yeah, I feel like Quick Man walks also. They have walking animation.
Yeah.
It's just
they prefer to jump.
Walking is it leaves them more vulnerable than jumping around. It's harder to get a beat on them when they're jumping. So it's, a tactical thing. Mega Man should jump all the time, except in this stage it's a bad idea because of the rain and wind. I like that they said, hey, let's take the worst feature in Super Mario Bros. 2 and make an entire level of it.
At least you're not making blind jumps, though, like that you have to remember where the platforms are ahead of time.
Yeah, I guess that's something. But then again, at least in Super Mario Bros. 2, they tried to make some interesting level designs. These are very just like straightforward. Yeah, they're a big letdown after Mega Man 2 and 3.
Perry Jackson wants to know, what's the deal with the special weapon ammo charging up? I think that means when you charge up your beam, the on-screen power-ups also flash.
Oh, yeah, I think it's because there's a limited color palette, and to charge up, it cycles through the color palette for Mega Man, and the power-ups on the screen use the same color palette as Mega Man, so they get swapped out as well.
Right.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
That sounds right to me.
That's yeah, even if I just made that up, at least it was a convincing lie.
It's magic. So what is Toad Man stage? Sewers?
Toad Man stage? I guess so, because frogs live in sewers?
He could have been Turtle Man to cash in on Ninja Turtle craze of the early 90s. But I guess that was Konami's turf, not Capcom's.
This boss doesn't, or this mini-boss, whatever the hell it is, doesn't make a lot of sense.
It's like, I'm going to shoot my eyes at you until you go away. James McClellan wants to know, do you think Capcom would ever allow a Western developer to develop a Mega Man game? They almost did.
I imagine that's what's going to happen with the next Mega Man game. They're going to announce, we're reviving the series. It's not dead. Just kidding. It never died. It's awesome, but it's going to be developed by a Western developer and may or may not be good.
The mini boss.
Okay, I have to give this particular encounter some props because it's genuinely like vicious.
Yeah.
That waterfall there keeps you from jumping at the optimum point to avoid bombs and stuff. So you have to constantly be on the move to avoid getting pushed off by the water and to stay out of the waterfall. That's pretty devious.
That's like
I'll give this game some credit where it's due.
the one nice bit of game design we've seen so far.
So far, that not
and
so
that
good.
ruined it. How dare you?
I hate your face.
How many rush models do we have in this game? 3.
It's-
Okay. Same ones as the last.
They
game?
came up with 3 devices in Mega Man 2, and they were like, well, why should we change something that works? That was kind of the philosophy for the series as a whole.
Darthstone 1 says that we were right about the flicker. Not the flicker
The
of
color
the graphics,
cycling?
the color cycling, yeah.
Oh my god, I made it to a boss. This is the easiest level in the game.
Toadman. I think he's pretty easy, but we'll see. I don't want to say that.
He just
I've
like stands
jinxed
there
us.
and shakes his ass,
Yeah.
and then that makes it rain. Do I have extra lives? Let's find out. I do,
and an E-Tank.
so that was that.
He does his little rain hula.
It's a rain dance. Oh.
So at this point, did the idea that Dr. Wily created these things for some sort of function, does that idea get dropped? Or
I believe in this game, it was Dr. Cossack who
Oh,
invented
right.
all the robots.
They played on our fear of the Russians for their Mega Man villain. But who didn't?
Oh, look at
the
that. I
time?
actually. Wait. The rain hurts me?
Regardless of. So, I'm just confused as to what this guy can actually do to you.
Nothing, apparently. Except rain. Ugh. Why won't the controls respond? Okay, so the
Oh.
rain hurts me. That doesn't make any damn sense. So there are unavoidable attacks for this boss. And that, folks, is Mega Man 4. Wow.
Sad day for
That
us.
was kind of agonizing, I'm
Yeah.
sure, to watch as much as to play.
No one really complained. I think they feel for us.
Yeah, I think most people kind of recognize that Mega Man 4 is not the shining pinnacle of the series. I mean, there
No.
are some defenders out there who will stand up for it, but you're wrong.
Yeah.
This is where they stopped giving Mega Man to their talented people and said, "Hey, you guys over there, can you just crap out something for us? Thanks."
What was Keiji Inafune doing? Was he just doing other things?
Swimming in a pool of fun bucks? I
Okay.
don't know. He's got other stuff to do.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, he probably cared a little bit, but you know,
This is not the Mega Man 2 or 3 level of care.
no.
It's like we have a hit established. We don't need
Yeah,
to try
pretty
as hard.
much.
Yep.
This is the point at which Keita Takahashi went and said, "You're gonna keep crapping on Katamari Damacy, so I'm gonna go make Playgrounds."
Mm.
But Keiji Inafune took another 20 years to leave the company.
Yeah. It's like I'm not quite,
You know,
quite
there's
ready for
inertia
that.
there.
Yeah.
I can respect that. Anyway, thanks again for watching Retronauts Lunch Break. I promise tomorrow that we will beat a robot master
Or die trying.
when we play Mega Man 5. If nothing else, I'm going to grab Sam Claiborne, who is constantly standing behind our shoulders watching us die, and I'm going to make him play instead of me.
With a power glove.
So tune in again tomorrow at noon, and we'll try not to embarrass ourselves quite so much.
Thanks for watching.